Here's our expert level strength circuit for our youth athletes out there. Just a fair warning, this circuit requires a lot of triplanar core stability and intermuscular coordination. So if you haven't been able to do our beginner, intermediate, and advanced level circuits, go back and try those first before attempting this one. Just like the others, we're going to need something that can slide on the floor. I've got this sturdy magazine right here, which is going to work perfectly. If we're ready to go, let's get started. To perform our slider plank rotations, we're going to get in a plank position to start, making sure we're pushing our forearms into the ground so we're not letting our chest collapse. All right, we're pushing ourselves up into that good position and we're maintaining that throughout. From here, we're going to start. We're going to reach behind back. We're going to grab that magazine behind us, reach it all the way out to the side, rotate ourselves up into a side plank position. With that arm still out, we're going to rotate back down, put it back on our back, and then we're going to alternate sides. All right. Having that magazine on our back is going to force us to not let our hips rotate first. Otherwise, that magazine is going to fall right off. Make sure you keep that arm extended as you rotate up. Rotate all the way back down. Then place it back on your back. You're going to do 6 each arm, 12 total. To perform our single leg eccentric hamstring slides, we're going to be laying flat on our back. We're going to put that magazine or that slider right underneath one heel. We're going to bring our opposite knee up to about 90 degrees. From here, we're going to push that heel straight down into that magazine to raise our hips up. From here, we're trying to keep our hips the same height and keep them square to the ceiling the entire time. And from here, we're just going to slowly extend that leg out. Trying to control those hips. Once we get fully extended, we can drop down, reset. All right, push straight down to that ground to control those hips. Keep that heel pressed down. And the goal is we're trying to go as slowly as we can while continually moving. Once we get all the way out, we can drop down, reset. We're doing 8 each leg, slow and controlled. To perform our lateral and skater lunges, we're going to start standing on one leg. We're going to place that slider or that magazine underneath the opposite foot. From here, we're going to sit our butt back in order to get down to that lateral lunge position, making sure we keep our sliding leg straight. We're pushing up through that standing heel to stand back up. Then we're going to drop down into our skater lunge, reaching that foot behind us, trying to keep our hips pointed straight ahead as best we can. Then we're pushing again through that heel to stand back up. And we're just going to repeat. That would be 1 rep. Sit that butt back, all the way back up to full hip extension. And go into that skater lunge, drop behind, stand back up. You're going to do 15 on one side, 15 on the other, making sure we control that knee on that standing leg, not letting it dive in, or we're gripping the ground, rotating it out. And if we push up through that heel, we're going to be lighting up that glute on that standing leg. To perform our reverse bear crawl helicopters, we're going to start in a quadruped position where our hands are right underneath our shoulders, our knees are right underneath our hips. We're going to place that magazine on our low back. We're going to try and keep it there the entire time. From here, we're going to push into the ground to get those knees off. Then we're going to move an opposite hand and an opposite leg to begin our reverse bear crawls. Trying to make sure that arm and that leg move the same distance each time so we keep that good positioning. Try not to rock the hips. We're going to take 10 steps backwards. Once we get to 10, we're going to reset. Then we're going to begin our helicopter, making a nice tight 180-degree turn until we get ourselves set back up for another set of reverse bear crawls. After 10 steps, we're going to make another helicopter turn, starting the opposite way this time. We're going to do 10 steps up, 10 steps back. We're going to repeat that twice, making sure we alternate which way we start our helicopters. We're trying to keep that magazine on our low back the entire time. Remember, if it does fall off though, don't stop to put it back on. Just keep going, and then the next time through, see if we can keep it on for the entire time. We're going to repeat this circuit 3 to 4 times, making sure we really focus on keeping good form and good control so we can do these exercises safely and efficiently.